In we go. Now, guys, keep an eye out. Because I know there's one thing that we're definitely going to probably see in this match. You know what that is, Lyra?
What?
Tetrises.
Yeah,
There's one there.
that.
Nice. Awesome. There's another. FIRESTORM, the slight score lead here early on. Both players sitting on max zone. Oh my god, that's a quick 10. Quick 14! And I think that's a 20.
Nice 20 there.
Can FIRESTORM do much better?
Not quite within the time, and that is an unfortunate eye misdrop there.
What is that? They fix it with the T-Spin Mini. $53,000 at a minute 14. Jeez. FIRESTORM. And just like that, phase 3 has befallen us.
Yeah, there is that ding for that phase 3. FIRESTORM starting the zone off here, starting with some good speed, some good efficiency, trying to find those T-spins. There's going to be another one right there, but they don't IRS that eye piece, and that is going to be at their disadvantage.
What is your board,
no.
FIRESTORM? Not FIRESTORM, sorry, FORTISSIM, sorry, they both
It is
start with F.
unfortunate that they're both kind of like FS, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
FORTISSIM, FIRESTORM.
Yeah. Yeah.
How dare they have similar names?
Yeah.
I love that donation from FIRESTORM, that was great.
Yeah, FIRESTORM up at the top of the board here. Both players with that full zone. FIRESTORM ripping that zone right now, has that TSD into that Tetris, and that is a C-spin right there in the middle of zone. That is huge for them as they are looking for that efficiency here.
The world if FIRESTORM learned IRS. That is a world that... a terrifying prospect for sure.
So
One that FORTISSIM probably wouldn't want to see. Even now though, they're still getting torn a new one. 18 there, 46.
Yeah, and FIRESTORM has his clean board, looking to send some damage, and there's that cut copy there. Those two TSDs are going to go through, and honestly, the garbage is not that messy on FORTISSIM's board. There's some double wells there, and so FIRESTORM's going to have to work even harder to push them up towards the top, and that she does, is she's still spamming out damage over there as FORTISSIM's trying to downstack this.
Oh,
and
no.
sends it at just the right time. FORTISSIM had that 3/4 zone, but just did not anticipate that attack coming in at like that exact millisecond, which is tough to do.
Great round though, great first round of this set. It makes me question if we'll see the streak of if we will see the streak of sweeps continue. I don't think so. Like, these plays are very closely matched. I expect Fort to take a round here or there. So
I mean,
go either
we'll
way,
see.
really.
We'll see, absolutely. I will say FIRESTORM does have a lot of time in TEC. And
The experience, yeah.
And not only TEC, but more importantly, guideline.
Oh, you bring up a good point, yeah, actually. Yeah, Fort spends a lot more time on unofficial fan sites. There's one that comes to mind.
Insane that you just called Petrio an unofficial fan site. That is wild.
Yeah. What would you call it?
Not that, I'll say. That's wild.
I think it's a pretty apt description. It's an unofficial fan game.
But
we know how much Ost loves the TCC.
Anyways,
50 attack.
Ulti.
Oh my god!
She just goes for it. She sees the consequences and just says, yep, sure. I mean, it works out.
Yeah. Oh, and they're gonna try and build the. Okay, they're not gonna. I was gonna say if you try and go for that C-spin, that's pretty.
Yeah, that would be wild.
Very unsafe.
Yep.
And FORTISSIM loses the opportunity to potentially. What is that?
I do love the
overhang
kick.
Prophecy. Yeah, the prophecy for the overhang into the F-spin as well. Beautiful. Wow.
And that is phase 3. That is phase 3, folks, as both players are arguably trying to still find their grip. And that is a very nice C-spin here from FIRESTORM to start off the zone. But we do have that phase 3 timer on it, and so I don't think FIRESTORM is going to be able to make full use of this zone here. 15, 16 lines is pretty good for them, and that's going to put a lot of damage onto FORTISSIM's board as they do start this with only a 3/4 zone. They also find 16 lines.
Okay, what is FIRESTORM's for building overhang after overhang? Kaiden inside of a cut
I
copy.
do love that cut copy.
And building the square overhang as well, just preparing 3 steps in advance, as you often should.
I mean, this is what FIRESTORM's best at, is efficiency and honestly creativity in the gameplay. It is something that I absolutely admire about watching her play, and it works so well for her in this game, even though she might not have IRS and not necessarily the speed that some players have, but she can just efficiency gap people so well, and that is an unfortunate miscount there. That is just like a misread on the board.
Nah, that's right. It's a cross. FIRESTORM plays in this way where they will, like, if they haven't got any sort of like rigid pattern in process, any sort of written pattern stacking, what they will do is they'll just throw a nook or some sort of cut into their stack and then build around that, which is just beautiful. They'll just throw it in at some random point. It could be 5, 6, it could be 3 high. Doesn't matter. They'll accommodate around the future overhang they've built. They don't know what the setup will be, but they'll get there when they come around to it. They're preparing for multiple attacks ahead of
Or
time.
they can see the setup and you're just too low level to see it with them and see it as random.
I'd be inclined to believe that when it's like less than 6 high. When it's like 7 high or 8 high, I doubt they've got much of a plan.
Fair enough.
But you're right though, it could just be me not being on their level. Which, let's be real, I'm nowhere close.
We can only dream of that. And these players are doing so well in this phase 3 here. FIRESTORM at the bottom though, building up this 9-0 stack, bringing it into this 5-4 along with the well, and just transitioning things really well, except for that misplaced C-piece over on the side. And I love that recovery. The T-spin 0 is obviously not ideal, but it does bring the stack into a pretty nice spot.
Yeah. Yes. Look at the score difference, if I may say.
I was looking at that score difference.
45,000 difference. Wow.
It's only continuing to grow, and that is a wild. It's a DTC spin. It's not just a DT. It's a DTC spin. And this is what FIRESTORM is best at. Is this kind of efficiency. It's beautiful.
It's more FIRESTORM.
But yeah, it's kind of, they're both FS, but like yeah. And FORTISSIM is looking at the zone here, a little bit of hesitation towards the end, and that is going to cause some garbage to come in on their board. Not too much though. But FIRESTORM has this 5-4 stack, has this fractal, is trying to find this damage.
Wait,
build for putting over the fractal.
Look what the garbage resolves into. Oh, I thought it was rolling into the spin. Okay, no, that's still sick though. I'm so sorry.
No, go for it. So FIRESTORM zoning here, and up at the top of the board, honestly, arguably, FORTISSIM is, or rather was, starting to take that into their own hands there, but FIRESTORM finds the counter for this and puts FORTISSIM on the back foot. FORTISSIM finding that Tetris though for that efficiency, and that double rotate of the eyepiece is going to cause a little bit of a slowdown, but honestly, really great handling. FIRESTORM tried to T-spin that into there to fix their board a little bit, but did not quite find it. And both these players towards the bottom of their board really just need to find a way to take the advantage back. Oh, the PC! Firestorm PC's down at the bottom of the board. Is looking for another PC right here. Does not find it, but is still stacking in this PCO setup, continuing to try to find PCs. Okay, just takes the T-spin instead of the PC. So a 34 in 11. There's another PC right there. If you're talking about trying to take this into your hands, that's one way to do it. There's another PC, but that's not a PC. That is a color clear at this point because FORTISSIM has found the ammunition to target back. And you know what? Well, Firestorm was finding those PCs. FORTISSIM was taking the round. That's an insane way to throw it back at your opponent there, and it looks like it worked. FORTISSIM still is trying to find the kill. Firestorm still on the back foot, still trying to come back, still can come back for sure, but it's definitely shifted. And we are 7 minutes into this round. We are 7 minutes into this round. It is not unheard of for 7-minute rounds in TEC, but it is still going to be exhausting no matter who you are. Ooh, and speaking of, that is going to be a 1-1. Wild to see. Absolutely wild. And then we're off in this phase 1, phase 2, what yet again feels like a bit of a formality after what just happened. The messiness of the phase 3 garbage definitely does lend itself to the skill that is needed to play in these games. And when you just go straight from a super high skill cap type gameplay in phase 3 to just phase 1 where this garbage is coming in just super clean, whether you like it or not, it just feels a little odd, but it is probably a nice and welcome reset for the players. So we'll continue on with this. There have been some misdrops. That is a nice overhang on the S-spin fix for Firestorm here, but we'll just continue on with this back and forth for a bit.
I'm so sorry, guys. I had to move a mattress.
It was wild. What you missed was wild. Look at that score.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Look at the score.
Oh my god, wait, okay, what happened? Like...
Firestorm PC'd in zone and lost because of it.
Oh my god. Well, I hope that everyone else enjoyed it, and that's a 20...
Not quite.
Just short.
Yeah, and that's going to be a nice counter by FORTISSIM there, but it does still lead to a lot of that phase 3 garbage on the board as Firestorm was able to bring it over that 60,000 point mark. So Firestorm is definitely going to spam out the damage, and what really killed Firestorm last time wasn't necessarily the initial PC, but rather looking for the follow-up PC and then losing a lot of efficiency in zone because of that. So I'm sure Firestorm is going to be conscious of that here and try to find the closer on this round. FORTISSIM takes this full zone up at the top of the board, is going to be able to find a good amount of lines out of it. That is a 27 and 17, not the most efficient, and so Firestorm is able to tank the entire thing and start with this upstack. And boy, is it pretty.
Tetris
Love that. Oh,
into the mini
follow-up with
and
the
yeah.
The 3 TP's usage was like pristine there.
Yeah, really nice. You get 2 chieftains out of those 3. Really nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, the PC!
Yeah. Are you gonna do the same thing as last time? Okay, no, you are.
Oh my god.
Because what happened was...
surely they don't lose that, right?
Yeah, she went for PCs, and then she went for it too hard, and ended up skimming a ton and allowing garbage to come in, like, way too aggressively.
That's so sick, though. God. Okay, we're trading PCs, I see. Got it. Oh, nice attack from Firestorm. Cleanly. Wait, no, that wasn't a PC. I thought I saw the PC from Firestorm. Cool, 59. Fractal from Firestorm with a floating T-spin. Finds another T-spin. That's 11 attack right there. $58 in 18. The efficiency from these players is gorgeous.
Efficient zone, but that efficiency is going to kind of fall on deaf ears in this phase 2 because it comes in so clean.
Nice S-spin as well. The speed, it's so good. Like this group, I feel, is a lot faster. I've noticed, like the speed difference is quite a lot. Welcome in, Barsha. It's good to see you. We had a 3 wide for a moment there from Fort.
And a 4 wide from Firestorm.
Ah.
Look at that.
We have a 3 wide from Fort and a 4 wide from Firestorm. Nice. Oh my god,
nice
so
combo.
clean.
Nice combo right there.
62. You know, if Firestorm knew their IRS, they could have been a 69.
Oh, we should have definitely taught them IRS just for that specific.
Just for that.
Nothing else.
Just for that.
Yep. But this is good efficiency from Firestorm here, trying to find another point because, mind you, Firestorm does have to play 2 matches in a row, and one of them is against Shark, the adjacent seed.
Yeah.
And this is not the adjacent seed.
No, this on itself is a big challenge, but you know, we'll see how they go. Phase 3, we are now deep into it, and it's graced us with the hellish spawn of its landscape.
Yep.
FORTISSIM dug through it. Firestorm hasn't had to deal with any so far because it's been building, like, and cancelling everything. And that's, oh my god. Having to compromise on the swag tower, on the TST tower.
Yeah, Firestorm really is just operating like Bob the Builder out here and creating the entirely new stack on their own.
Yeah, although I've got to be honest, I think some of their builds are not to code, but still some pretty cool stuff. I mean, look at that. That is just, oh my gosh.
OSHA doesn't exist in Bob the Builder universe, so I think it's fine.
Yeah, for Diddy being arrested. Have you seen some of the stuff they do in that show? It is not legal. I'm serious, go watch Bob the Builder. My neighbor loves it, and it's like some of the stuff they do is not okay. It's like 5 minutes craft level for traveling. It's not good. Oh, a misplacement there from Firestorm. Still resolves it into a T-spin. Now gets another one to boot. And that is a dead Dragonic Pixel.
I'm sorry, I made eye contact with Drew right after I said OSHA doesn't exist in Bob the Builder, and then I had to...
You get like a confused frown. Like Very professional! It isn't really about building at this point. It's about talking to cranes, isn't it? Like,
I don't really keep
oh
up
my
on...
god! No!
I haven't kept up on the plot developments around Bob the Builder over the last, like, I don't know, 10 years, so I can't really, like, confirm or deny what you just said.
Oh, poor Fort. I mean, like, I hate to say it, but the clip is going to be us talking about Bob the Builder while you struggle to flick an eyepiece over. Still, 4-1. Firestorm threatening the win here. Fort just needs to, you know, win every round from here.
Yeah, both players on max zone. We'll see how this starts off.
Both players being pushed their limits here. Some very good play though. The eyepiece goes over to the right, to the left, and in the middle. And Fort decides to tank.
Well,
But
they had
open
no
up
option.
cleanly.
There was no zone. There was
Oh.
no zone there for them to tank any
Big
of that.
depression.
And yeah, they just did not have the overcharge to get the quarter zone that they needed to stay alive there. And that is going to be it for our second to last match here. And
Just that